Hey friends, thank you for joining me today. If this is the first time on my channel, I'm Tish and this is Tish Loves Home. Hey y'all, so on today's video, I have a day at home, which I'm glad for. Yesterday was a not just yesterday, the past several days have been very busy. I had a job yesterday that was probably about an hour, 15-20 minutes away, but in an area that I am very familiar with and that I go to a lot. It was a very sad job. I had a sweet husband who had reached out to me. His young wife with 2 young children that they have, she passed away of cancer about a year ago, and he was just having a really hard time getting her clothes cleared out because they are getting ready to rent the house. And so I was very happy to go do that job for him, and it's just sad. It again puts things in perspective for you of things that are really important. So I did that, and it just so happened that where the house was actually right there on the street where all my thrift stores are that I like to shop at over there. I did have Hampton with me, and I had asked him if I could bring him with me while I was, packing up the clothes, and he said that would be fine, which was good. I just don't like to leave him for that long period of time without anybody here with him to let him out. So he was with me, but I thought, well, let me just see how he does. And so, going to put a picture up for you. He did great. It took him a little bit of time to adjust to just being in the buggy. He was wanting to stand up, but he never barked. He really never tried to get out. And then after a point, he would just lie down in the top of the buggy and just go along with me. It was funny because if anybody spoke to me or spoke to him, he would, kind of give him a little attention, but then he would like hop up there on me and lick me just as if to say, don't let me leave, stay with me. So he was really sweet, but we did end up going in 3 shops while I was over there. I really just went in and out pretty quickly because I did have him, but I did pick up a few things that I thought I would share with you. And then for the rest of this video, there are just some little things around my house, and I mean little things, but just, how you have little things that just, you see it or you look at it and you're thinking, I don't love this, I want to change it, but you just don't do it. I'm going to change a few just small things around the house today, so I thought I would let you see that also. And hopefully a few of these things I got at the thrift store I'm going to put out, and I'll show you where I'm going to put those. I had a really rough week last week with migraines. I'm still just very drained. I don't have the energy that I want. But who does, I guess. But I'm going to try to get myself going a little bit this morning and see if we can get a few things done. So let's just hop right on in. I'm going to share with you some things that I got. So the first thing I want to show you is this pillow, which I did get rid of some pillows this year. If you watch one of my earlier videos, you know. But I do have a place that I'm thinking about putting this one. I just think it is absolutely beautiful. I love the green and the, beigey orange color. It's just a beautiful pillow. And I think it has, it is a liner on it, but typically I just wash them, throw them in the washer and use hot water and then let them lie out to dry. And it was $2.99. So I thought that was really pretty. I'm thinking I'm going to put it in the center of my couch. I think it'll be really pretty there. So I got that one. And then this one, I had one sort of similar to this, not exactly. It was also $2.99. I have a place on my bench that I've been looking at thinking I wish I had a little something there. So I'm going to change that one out and wash it also. This is at the America's Thrift Store in Opelika/Auburn. They have, I don't know, I tend to find really good pillows there. I don't buy pillows everywhere, and yes, I do wash them, sanitize them first. And again, these are not pillows that I'm sleeping on, keep that in mind. But for some reason over there, I always have good luck with pillows. So got those 2 pillows. Let's see. Also in there, I found this little buzz for my school stuff. I've been looking for a small one. I haven't been able to find one this small. I think it'll be cute on a cake stand with a little apple or something. So I'm through with the buses. I bought too many buses lately. I mean, I think this is the third one. They're all different sizes, but I did want a small one, and it was $3, so I got that. I thought this dress was really cute. It was $8.49, but I don't know some of these brands. Some I do, some I don't, but this is the brand of it. But I just thought this would be so cute, you know, like for now. It is short sleeve, but I could wear, you know, like a thin something underneath it if it was cool. But with boots, I just thought it was really cute for that price, and very definitely gives you the fall vibes. I picked this little shirt up. I thought this would be cute with my Matilda Jane pants. And I've got some navy ones. It's red and white. And even at Christmas, sometimes, you know, it's just not cold here. So I think I could do a lot of cute stuff with it. It was $4.49. And I have bought this brand over there before. And, you know, one time I thought that was maternity. It's not, thank goodness. But anyway, I thought that was cute. And then I've been picking up at some of these thrift stores just some little blankets to go in our nursery. I do wash them in hot water. I'm going to sanitize them good. But it just gets cold in our church, and I like to have a cozy blanket. So I got just this one, which was $3. They're all going straight to the wash in their little section where they have that. This one, I think, was, let's see, it was $2.99. Washing it. So I think that's all I got. I think that's all I got in that store. Those may not have all even come from that store. So the first one that I had gone in was the Goodwill. And I think I got most of the stuff that I actually got in there. There was one I went in. I don't have it in here. That's why I'm looking confused. I've got 2 shirts in one bag that's still on the car. I'll go get those. But anyway, so this one was from the Lifesavers. These I thought were so pretty. No, this is from Goodwill. Again, let me get myself together. Goodwill, and they were $3.99 each. They kind of have a little blue undertone, grayish blue. I have a place in the dining room that I'm going to put these, so they will have a home. I'm just going to wipe them off some, and hopefully that'll be one of the things I get hung up today. And then I picked these up. These actually were in the baby linens, but I'm not going to use these for baby blankets. I'm going to use these on my table for runners. I just really liked the colors, and I thought I could, you know, just kind of mix them in with something else. And they were $2 each, so I liked both of those colors. Might even be able to use this some at Christmas. We shall see. In the wash. And I got another blanket in there. I think this one was like $1.50. And then I know people think, well, whatever people, y'all may be some of the people that think I always buy these sweatshirts, and I kind of do. So this was one of those new sweatshirts that Walmart sells these. Y'all know I love them. But I wear them, like I've got one on right now, and they get dirty, they get stained. So when I find them at thrift stores, I typically will just go ahead and pick it up. I mean, this was $4.99, and they're like $13. Because when they get stained, then I have another one I can, you know, just replace it with, because like I said, I wear them a lot. These were also at the Goodwill, and I think they were like $1.50, just some little sleep shorts. This was 50 cents. You can put a candle or a little floral or something right there on top. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Probably won't hang it. I'll probably sit it like in a shelf or something. I just thought it was really cute. I like the way it looked for that price. And I just, you know, a little tuck here and there of something would be cute. I picked these up because I am bringing in the red this year. Going back to the red. They were $3. And I really love in the plaid, and it does have some blue in the plaid, which is what I'm going to try to do. Just says doggone good Christmas. I'll probably run them through the wash. I'm not going to be really using these. These are just going to be to display somewhere, but There were 3 of them in this set for $3, so not bad. I picked this up. It was $2.99. I've been using these upstairs in the craft room a lot lately when I'm doing my ribbon, and I know I'm going to be doing a lot of that, so just kind of keeping an eye out for those. And then I thought this was really pretty. Would have really been pretty in here like now. And I do have a few places that when I take some of these pumpkins out, I may change it up. But I thought, how pretty for fall, this H. And it was $4. So let me run out there and grab those other 2 shirts real quick, and that's all I got. Okay, this was the last one that we went in. This one is the Lifesavers Ministry. I got this little gray shirt, which I love the way that it's made. There's the sleeves, and it was $2.99. Their prices are really good on their clothes. And then this shirt, which I'll be using, later, not now, but it's that Wild Fable brand. So I think that's Target, and it was like $3. I like the yellow, and I thought in the summer it'd be great. You don't have to just buy stuff in season at thrift stores. As a matter of fact, don't, because they'll be gone. So you just get it whenever you see it. If you like it, you better get it, because it'll be gone. So that's the kind of, just a quick little look at the thrift store haul that I did. I'm gonna get all that washed, and I wanna share with you one more thing. So I am a happy planner girl. I love my happy planners. I've been using them for years. And this is the one that I've had now. And I've been using these minis so I can throw it in my purse. And I do like them. I'm really sitting here thinking about it again. Well, I ordered, this one ends in December, so I ordered one. I thought I was getting a mini, and it's not a mini, it's a classic. But I'm kind of thinking I might want to go back to this size. I had this size once before. One of the reasons is, usually when I take a small purse, even a small purse, this is too big for. And if it's a bigger bag, I could throw it in. I do like being able to lay this one like in the front of my buggy, and I can see my list and all the things. So I'm not sure. I'm going to play around with it. I may end up having to get another mini. We'll see. But I just enjoy these. You can insert. I always insert the little lists in the back. I had this little zipper pouch that you can put things. I don't think I have any of these in here now, but you can put like little half sheets for notes, and then, your little stickers. I just enjoy them. And I go by it. I know people use stuff on their phone. That's great. I do that sometimes too, but I just really prefer having a real planner. So I'm going to be playing around with that. But let's go ahead. We're going to hop on into the laundry room, get this stuff started washing, and then I'm going to get a few other things done. Where I was thinking about putting those. I already had a little nail up there from something else. I'm probably going to move it over just a little, but it's just in the dining room on the side. I think they'll be really pretty right there. I'm going to just wipe them off and then just hang them up. walking by this little table, I thought that the H might be pretty up here in the center with the scarecrow, and I think it is. Just gives it just a little extra touch, and it brings in some of the blue that's in the rest of the room. So I'm going to leave that right there for now. This table is the one that I have up here in the craft room. I'm just wiping it off. I gotta pull some tape off. This was in my classroom at school. Y'all, I cannot tell you the number of things this table has been used for and put on, from crafts to food to you name it. But I really enjoy having it up here. I like this spot behind the couch because I can watch TV, but also it's accessible to like my gift wrap stuff and even stuff on this table. So I am going to clean it up a little bit. And you can tell it's, stood the test of time. About a $30 table from Walmart. And I had some of this wallpaper left from a client several years ago, and I thought, well, let me just cover it. It'll match them here. So that's what I'm going to do next. Just little things like that. They make you it doesn't have to be anything big, just something small can make you feel a little happier. So pulling off the tape, and then we're going to recover it. So time for just a few little honest moments here. You probably can't tell this from watching the video, but I was not feeling real peppy. I have not felt real peppy in the past 2 weeks. And I think, I have shared in the past just, depression and up and down. And it's really a thing. But more than anything, I had a really bad migraine that lasted for like a week. Got on medication for that. And then this week, I think my body was just really drained for one thing. But it's like every day I was just trying to get through the day and motivate myself to find something to do and to keep going. Luckily, with the way my schedule is, I get to create my own schedule, and I do have days that I can, rearrange and take a break when I need to, and I've had to do that some, and that's okay because, I am, quote, retired, still working part-time, but it's kind of on my own terms. We do need the extra income, though. Let me make that clear. It's not just a hobby. Definitely need the extra income. But, some days you just don't really want to do anything, and that's okay. And so this particular day, I really was just trying to get myself motivated. But I think this is the day that I went in my room towards the end of the day and was just sitting on the bed watching TV. My husband got home, and I fell asleep sitting up with the TV on. I still had my makeup on, still had my clothes on, the whole gamut. I never do that. And he said he really had to come touch me to make sure I was still breathing. I was that out. I think I woke up about 2, and then, just the whole day, once you have an off night of sleep, it can just throw you off. But anyway, it's just what it is. I mean, I don't know if it's age, life, stress, whatever. But, some days it's okay to tell yourself, I'm doing nothing today, absolutely nothing, and just don't. And then a couple of days from then, you might feel a little bit better and want to get motivated again. So things are not always as they appear. I had a few moments of peppiness this day, and then I'm telling you, it came and it went fast. Just cleaned it up a little bit. This is really good wallpaper, and I did want to use it, and it lays really easy. And I'm telling you, the quality of wallpaper makes a big difference when you start putting it on. But I have a little bit of it left, so over time, if I need to replace it, I can. No big deal. But it wasn't doing me any good out there, so I might as well use it in here. So, little project done. And up a few details. I replaced all of my batteries and my little candles here, so that's done. This pillow is on the couch. I think it looks really pretty right there. And then I've got this one over here, just to give that a little extra color. So those are just some little extra touches that I've gotten done this morning. Yahoo! So I'm going to finish up this video just showing you some of the many things that I've had going on this week. I feel like my videos have been less lately, averaging about once a week, which is okay. And it's mainly just because I have just had so many things spread out. But at the end, just keep watching because I'm going to show you some of the things from our homecoming week. That is all finished. We're done. Hallelujah. It was a lot of fun. It was a great week, but such a busy week. And then just some little things that I've kind of been piddling around with up here. So thank you for watching today. I hope this video is good for you. I'm really not sure exactly what I have planned next. I'm going to sit down this morning, kind of look at my calendar and kind of get my wheels turning as to what I want to do next. But make sure that you have subscribed and that you get notified if you want to see what's coming next. And I would say probably look for another video at the beginning of next week. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate you so much. See you next time.